No quit in New York. The slogan continues as the Rangers take game 2, 3-2. Tampa Bay added a late goal, but not enough as Igor Shesterkin and the Rangers have a 2-0 series lead. Goal from Keandre Miller, Kaapo Kakko, Mika Zibanejad in the third, 7 straight games with a point for him. And he's been fantastic for the Rangers during the Stanley Cup playoffs. Mika has, and that goal proved to be the game winner as the Rangers have a 2-0 series lead. But perhaps the bigger story here is the Lightning had been 17-0 following a loss over the last 3 postseasons. This is the first time they've lost back-to-back playoff games since being swept in 2019 by the Blue Jackets. Get some instant analysis. Welcoming former NHL winger Alan May, who played 8 seasons in the National Hockey League. Alan, the Rangers have scored 9 goals on Andrei Vasilevskiy so far in this series. 5 of those 9 have been high on the blocker side. Have the Rangers somehow solved last year's Conn Smythe winner?
They may have, and one of the things I was thinking tonight, Vasilevskiy's had a hard time tracking the puck so far in these last couple of games. When you look at the rebounds that he's been letting up, and when the puck gets in front of him, he's having trouble finding it. But on the other side of it, I wonder if he's guessing so much that they're going to shoot at that same spot. It's not like the Rangers had a ton of shots tonight, but it's where they're going, and they do have traffic. So I've seen this play out before with the Chicago Blackhawks years ago, and everyone said they had Corey Crawford solved, top glove, and somehow he kept winning Stanley Cups. So we'll see where this goes. This is 2 games in, too early to draw conclusions. And the Tampa Bay Lightning have to go home. They get to go home. They get to do their line matchups and to see what they can do to stop this offensive, just explosion by the New York Rangers right now. And that's what I love about the playoffs. You never know night to night what is going to happen.
Tampa has won 10 straight playoff series heading into this conference final. But what are the Rangers doing that 10 previous opponents have been unable to do?
Well, it's just that right now, I think that the Tampa Bay Lightning look like they're tired. They're injured. A lot of people were texting me and calling me about Hedman the last few days. And you know what? I never get on the star players when they're not playing at their greatest and not being at their best, because you have to assume that they're playing with injuries. And these guys, and every guy in hockey does it. It's kind of the badge of honor that hockey players love to wear, and it's to play injured. And you look at these players right now, and you've got to wonder, they played a very physical brand of hockey, very disciplined the last few years. They've been blocking shots, throwing hits, taking hits, and they played more games than anyone else. So you have to think that with these long seasons and the condensed seasons that we've had the last few years, that this is starting to catch up to the Rangers a little bit. So you know what? These New York Rangers, they haven't been there. They haven't been in the playoffs. They haven't played a lot of games, and they've got youth on their side. They don't have broken down old bodies right now in hockey years. So you think of it, these young kids are flying on the New York Rangers, and they look really, really good right now.
Lightning swept the President's Cup winning Panthers without Braden Point, who led the team in goals during their back-to-back Stanley Cup run. I know you love Braden Point, their best player. How different would this series be with a healthy Braden Point on the ice for Tampa Bay?
Well, he scares everyone when he has the puck. He can dance on the ice. He's a centerman, so he controls more of the play than, say, like an Artemi Panarin, who is terrific and dazzling with the puck and just so offensively creative. But Point is all over the ice, and he is such a difference maker. He is the best player in the Lightning, and he has been for years. He scares, as the opposition, if you're the coach, the defenseman, the goaltender, when he gets the puck and he starts attacking, you have to be very worried. So right now, the biggest difference I would say with Tampa is they're unable to throw him over the boards, John Cooper at his disposal, and just scare the daylights out of those young Rangers defensemen, who right now look like the most confident group of defensemen in the National Hockey League as a 6-man unit.
You take a look at this Lightning team, right? They have bounced back after playoff loss. They bounce back. They keep doing it over and over. They had been 17-0 following a loss in the last 3 postseasons. Now they find themselves down 0-2, facing the best goaltender in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Igor Shesterkin is going to win the Vezina Trophy, something that Andrei Vasilevskiy's won during his career. What chances do you give Tampa Bay to come back in this series as we head to Tampa for Game 3 on Sunday?
Well, you look at the first series that Tampa played, and they got shelled the first night 5-0 by the Toronto Maple Leafs. And everyone in Toronto was acting like they won the Stanley Cup. There was no parade on May 3rd. That game happened on May 2nd. So I don't count out the Tampa Bay Lightning. They have to play better defense. They've got to be way more disciplined, and they've got to find a way to slow the young Rangers down and get in the way of pucks. I thought early in this game, they didn't do enough. The discipline has to be better as far as staying out of the penalty box. So when you get down to it, it's easier for John Cooper to translate or get to his players, communicate to his players what they need to do defensively, what they need to do in far as terms of sacrifice, and how they have to protect their goalie so he doesn't have to worry about backdoor plays. He can only worry about the puck in front of him. So they are still the champions. You still have to win 4 games if you're the New York Rangers. And the Tampa Bay Lightning don't go away easily. They've got a lot of heart. They've got a lot of champions on their team. And you just look at that. You just have to believe that they've got a lot left in them, no matter how tired, no matter how beat up they are.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.